Hi there and welcome to Metro Woman.
It's a show for women and about women.
Today we're in small town Iowa in Glidden.
But big things happen here.
Well, of course they do.
And we have one of the best people that live here, Paulette Snook, who is known throughout Carroll County for her wonderful, entertaining, and food ideas.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll also get some wine ideas.
Oh.
We're just going to have a lot of fun today. We're hopefully going to get some things for your next party and just find out a lot about food from Paulette when we come back on Metro Woman.
Welcome back. We're in the kitchen of Paulette Snook, who lives in Glidden, Iowa, and we're here to experience Paulette's catering and also get some wonderful tips on what it's like to have a party and have great food. So Paulette, tell us a little bit about your business and how you got started.
I've always loved to cook. I just always have. Being from a family of 7 children, being the second oldest, I've just always cooked. When my husband Ray and I got married, like I said, I had been working for other people, and he said, you know, you could do this on your own. And I said, oh, no. And he said, yes, you can. So he built me this catering porch, and now it's history. I've just been very, very, very busy.
Well,
yeah.
Good for you. Well, I've experienced parties that you've catered, and I have to say, they are wonderful.
Well, thank you. Thank you very, very much.
And now, what do you find with people that plan parties? Do they want you to do all the heavy lifting, or do some people do a mix of what they already do at their house and you do some things?
I've done both. Some want me to completely do the whole thing, and then some, have some of their favorites, and then they want me to throw things in. So that's
One of the things I hope you can help me with is I don't entertain near as much as I would like to because I always freak out about the food. I mean, the house, that's not a problem, the getting ready, the list of friends to invite, but when it comes to what do I cook, I just freak. So I hope you can help us out. Those of us that aren't great cooks, just keep it simple but fun.
Okay. The one thing that I've always do, especially when I do hors d'oeuvres, is I think when that person, whoever it may be, comes through the line, no matter what they like, there's going to be it. There's going to be a seafood, there's going to be beef, there's going to be chicken, and then vegetables, whatever, and then of course sweets. So I just always try to have a little variety of everything so that they walk away, they say, oh man, I had this and I had that. You know, just
a good idea.
Yeah, that's always
for
good.
Everybody.
Yeah, and I do the same with graduations. When people have graduations, I just say to them, what does your child like the best? And then I go from there with it.
What would you say would be some classic party planning mistakes that people make? I mean, have you come across somebody that just is like going overboard, or what's probably the number one mistake people make when doing
maybe
a party?
not having enough. Maybe that's it.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Peanuts and cheese aren't enough.
Yeah.
Darn it.
That's probably true. No, one thing in all the books that I've read and whatever, when you do hors d'oeuvres, they always say at least 3 to 4 per person, and so I always have more. I know I do, but I would just hate to run out, and I've never ran out really. So I just always have plenty.
And
that's it.
Just a quick question on: do you find a difference in your catering today than maybe a few years ago?
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
taste and the amount of food people like to eat, and we're all a little more health conscious.
Yes, I have seen the changes be, but I've also seen some, like doing the prosciutto. A lot of people never knew what that was, and now we're starting to enter it into that, and and starting to serve it around this area more.
Now, I like prosciutto a lot,
Yeah.
but like you said, it is an ingredient that seems to be kind of new to some people.
It's an acquired taste. It really is. And this is one of the best ways to do it. This is a good piece of asparagus that you've cooked just a little bit so it's just tender. And then the mixture in it is goat cheese and cream cheese with just a lot of good herbs in it. And you just spread that on there and wrap that in there, and it's a wonderful taste.
So is this like plastic made for TV, or could I actually eat it
You
while you
know,
talk?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Well,
Oh, yes.
you know I can't lay off
No,
the
it's
food.
plastic.
Yeah.
You can't eat it.
No. Is it done enough? And you got to get your asparagus where it's tender, because you can get hard.
And I like the other end.
You like the other end, yeah.
I'm saving the best for last. Jeez, Tam.
Yeah.
So you spread that little cream cheese mixture over the prosciutto.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you spread it on the asparagus.
Oh, on the asparagus.
Yeah, it's a little messy in that,
Wrap
but
it
it's
up
okay.
like a little blanket.
Yeah, and then you do, and then you
And
just
then
take
nibble
your
away.
piece and you start, rolling it. Yeah.
And what are some other big hits here? I'm gonna grab
Okay,
this.
this is just a good pastry. This is just a butter pastry, and this is a salmon mousse filling. And it's just real simple though. Just a good buttery crust. It's just butter and flour and a few other ingredients. You roll it out, and then I just cut it fancy. You can make it round if you want, if that's simpler for you. And then the mixture inside is got the cheeses in it, the salmon in it, dill, which just really brings out
I'm
a lot
pro
of flavor.
dill. I love dill.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
everybody
so
does.
And then
good.
Worcestershire sauce, and it really brings
And that's
out
what's
onion.
on top of the little
Yeah,
puff.
yeah.
Okay.
And then this is a New England cucumber that's on top of it, and that's just a little bit sweeter than our normal.
okay.
Now, I
Yeah.
know this is cheating, but if you didn't have time to make your puff pastry, could you buy it?
Oh, you bet you could.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong, because I know in this day and age,
Yeah.
the young girls don't have, you bet, it would be just as good. The thing I've learned, and you hear it from cooks wherever you go, is that when you look at food, you eat with your eyes before your stomach. I mean, if it
that's
doesn't
true.
look good, you
You're
know,
right.
and so, and that's what I guess I'm becoming most noted for is my presentation.
Yes.
You know, and I love to set a beautiful table. I want good food, but I want a nice table too.
Well, I
Yep.
can say you did that.
Well, I
before.
think you
I'm
can
gonna
save
have
on
to
some of
taste
the
this.
decor if the food itself looks attractive.
Oh, yeah.
Because then you don't have to futz up the, you know,
Does it have
decorations and
enough,
things like that.
Oh, yum.
See, and it's hard too, you know, there isn't two people alike, you know, to make something. And so I try to, you know, make it the best I can
Well, and some
taste-wise.
people, some hors d'oeuvres with salmon have that real heavy
Yeah.
salmon flavor. This
Yeah.
just has
No,
just enough.
No.
No, and I admit very mediocre when it comes to salmon, but this just has like a hint of it, and so it's very good.
Yeah, and that's what I like about it. And it's just,
We
The-
will have all your recipes, by the way, on our
Oh.
show. So people can go to our website
Oh, great.
and learn the recipes. So
Okay.
we're not just oohing
Yeah,
and awing
yeah,
and not
yeah.
giving you the chance to make
No,
them.
that's fine. My daughter's a great help with that. She goes to a restaurant or something in Des Moines and she'll say, "Mom, I had this," and so we and you can go on the website and get a lot of those. But this comes from a little shop down in Des Moines. I can't think of the name of it right now, but the dill is what they really
Okay.
say. You know.
Excellent. Really
Yeah.
good.
Like
Okay.
that.
All right.
Now,
Okay.
is this
Moving
here
along.
one of your signature?
This is one of my signatures.
Items.
This is a cream puffs. And this cream puff is more of a cream puff for a lady right now. I made it a little bit more fancier. Normal cream puff, it has a chicken in it, of course,
Yes.
and has the mayonnaise in it. But this has grapes in it and almond in it. And you know, maybe a lot of men wouldn't like it, but I think once they try it, they'd love it. And it also has whipping cream in it and a little bit of yogurt. And so it's also healthy. It isn't just, you know, it's
Great.
good. You have to try 'em. The one thing you got to be careful with these is that you don't spill them all over yourself. Yeah. Okay. one thing-
Sonia, don't spill.
Yeah.
Don't spill.
Thank you.
One thing
We'll
about
watch.
it,
1, 2,
you can make them like this, and I fill at my graduation. I make hundreds of them. This has got the chicken salad. You can put dried beef. You could put shrimp in it. You can put an egg salad in it. But also, you could also make it with pudding in it, homemade pudding, and that's
I can tell you have yogurt. That's wonderful.
Isn't that good?
Just
Isn't it
just
a
a
little
hint of
different?
sweetness.
yeah,
Not
yeah.
so creamy
Yeah,
mayonnaise
yes,
taste.
yes,
some
it is.
do. Oh,
and then
wonderful.
the grapes in it just gives it a little bit more classy taste, doesn't it?
So
yeah.
if this were all at the same party, we've had some vegetable with prosciutto and cheese.
You've had your
We've had a little meat with chicken.
Yep.
We've had the salmon. So you
Yep.
got your fish.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So what else would we have?
All right. Then we also have down there. I made some.
I know I would never
they're
put it
called-
back on the tray.
Oh, that's fine. Straw. They're called straw stacks. And what it is a bread that you make, or a dough, I should say. And all it is almost pure butter, flour, and then it's got Parmesan
I'll run and
cheese in
fetch.
it.
These guys?
Yes, Parmesan cheese in it and mozzarella cheese in it. You roll it out and then cut the strips. And I had to play with it a little bit to find out, because I made them a little small at first, and I realized when I went to put the dip on, they all fell off. So I thought, got to make it a little bit wider. But anyway, you just roll them out and cut them into those slices, bake them for like 8 minutes, and then I thought it needed a little bit something, so then I put a piece of pepper cheese on top of it, which I think gave it even a nicer flavor. And then I just made some tomato and onion and dip with it.
Let's bring the tomatoes.
Yeah.
Red tomatoes, I think, add such a beautiful color to any table.
Yeah, it does,
just
doesn't
that
it?
bright red.
Yeah, yeah. This is another one that's become something that I make a lot of, and it's a BLT. And what you do is you take your little tomatoes, of course, and you do it the night before, and you clean it out, and then you leave them upside down on a paper or paper towel, and let them drain out.
Drain out, sure.
Okay, and then the next morning, your filling's made out of your cream cheese again, and I put the tomato that I've taken inside, I put that in the cream cheese, and then it's got onion in it and celery in it and some bacon bits, and then you put it back in there, and then you put your good dill all over it.
Well,
very
I know
simple.
men would love that.
The men
what
would
man
like
doesn't
it,
like
yeah.
a BLT?
But it's something very simple for the women to do. And then when you, with you, where you have children, the children love to do things like this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's one reason I'm not one that uses a lot of tips and do a lot of fancy stuff. Because I like, if a family can help it and the children can help you make them, let them stuff it in there.
Now, do you ever do where you do a party and you get all the components so it's a make your own dinner? Like, you know what I mean?
I never did that.
Where I was just new idea.
Yeah, new idea. Yeah.
But I just, like a kind of instead of you have everything, you've done all the prep work, and the guests
could do it.
Construct it.
No, I never have, but I'd be open to do
interactive
that.
entertaining.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
that
right. So
is.
they can all
That
chit
would
chat
be good.
over productivity.
Now I've had make your own drink parties where you could do that.
Yeah.
And you like those.
Well, that works. I've had those.
Yeah.
Party of one.
Yeah, party of one. There she is. Okay.
Well, do
these are
you
cool.
have a few things that you could show us how to do?
Okay.
Well, I think we should take a break, and then when we come back, Paulette, you can give us a whirl on how to create your own some of these treats.
All right.
Okay.
Great. Yeah.
Join us back here on Metro Woman.
But first, here's a quick and easy recipe from Kayla Westergaard from the Iowa Egg Council.
Scrambled eggs, not just for breakfast. Today we're going to be making a creamy egg spread. Let's get started. The ingredients you'll need are 4 eggs, 1/4 cup of light cream cheese, 1 tablespoon zesty Italian dressing mix, dry, and 2 teaspoons of chives. Now what you want to do is put your 4 eggs, crack your 4 eggs into a bowl, mix well, and then add your chives, and then the dry dressing mix. And mix the ingredients until blended. Once you've done that, add your 1/4 cup of cream cheese, and mix again. Once the ingredients are mixed, add your mixture to a skillet on medium-high heat and cook it just like you would scrambled eggs. When we come back, creamy egg spread.
Moving my mind and my hands at world record speed. I'm Luke Myers. If you want to be incredible, eat incredible.
Eggs. Incredible energy for body and mind.
Our egg mixture has set, so we're gonna put our mixture on crackers. You can also use toast points or even sliced vegetables. This serves great as an appetizer or even an afternoon snack. Creamy egg spread, not just for breakfast.
Welcome back. Right now we're going to get a little instructional time. What we failed to mention before is all this stuff looks incredible and it takes time to do it, but you said yourself it's incredibly simple also, and any home cook could really learn. So you're going to have a little demonstration for us about cream puffs.
That sounds good.
So we're excited.
And keeping it simple.
And keeping it simple. Okay, the first thing that you do is you get your cup of water, a 1/2 cup of butter, about 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Let that come boiling.
The fact that there's butter involved already, I'm hungry for it.
Yeah, yeah, and so,
Yay,
and
butter.
the most important thing, once it gets a boiling, then
Okay.
you put 1 cup of flour to that.
She did that with such
Yeah.
ease and grace.
Yeah. She doesn't have it all over the sink.
We'll
or
get
stove.
out of your way a little bit here.
Yep.
All right, and the most important part of your cream puff right now is letting it cook a little bit and letting it clog together. It'll roll and make a ball, which you see you're doing,
It is.
and that's good. And that's
So
what
you
want.
boiled
A cup of water,
water, salt,
and butter, and a
butter.
half a cup of butter. That's all it is.
3 things.
Very, very
Okay.
simple.
And flour.
And the flour. Okay, now we're going to take this. I suppose maybe I should leave it right there. Okay. We're going to dump this in your mixer. And
this.
don't touch the pan, no,
No, I
Tam. It's
won't.
very
I will
hot.
hold the pan.
Okay, all right. And the next easy step is just to put your eggs in, one at a time, and let them just beat real. Okay.
Now, can you get them straight out of the fridge, room temperature, or what's? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't make any difference.
Okay.
A lot of people will say room temperature. For cream puffs, I don't find that. For my breads, yes, I find that, but cream puffs, no. And as you see, it just becomes.
It's kicking off a little heat
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
warm in there.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
warm.
It's over here for you.
Okay. See, and it kind of goes apart. Now, or together, I mean. Now we'll put another one in.
Do you have a mixer like this?
I have a regular KitchenAid that I love, but I want a professional
yeah.
one so bad.
And especially for cream puffs, I've really noticed the difference with a good
Yeah.
mixer. Really, very much so. Okay.
Anybody who'd really love me and like my birthday is coming up sometime soon here, can totally get me a professional
It's a
KitchenAid.
hint time.
Yeah, I was going to say. Yeah, I love diamonds. I'm not saying I don't like diamonds, but when it comes to
I would
kitchen
take one of
products,
these
that,
instead.
oh yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Not that I'm opposed to diamonds. I will take
Oh,
all of the
no.
above. Thank you.
But I can
But
spend.
this is usually number one on a woman
Yeah.
who likes to cook list.
Yeah.
A good KitchenAid mixer.
Yeah.
I have to say I've noticed it. I don't have one either, but
It's not on Tam's list because she
no, because I have
hires it
I
done.
have Paulette's phone number, so
Good.
I don't need the KitchenAid.
Okay, see already how much better it is, but we're going to take it off the sides a little bit here.
Oh,
But can you see it coming together?
Yes,
Yeah.
pretty.
can.
It's a lovely color.
It is, yeah. Oh, when you're using butter, it's going to be
Everything's
nice.
better with butter.
Yeah. Okay, our last egg goes in. Yeah.
We're
just
a commercial, Tam.
Yeah, we're just making a small batch right now. Usually when I make them, I'll 6 times it when I'm going to
Yeah.
have to make a big
yeah.
one. But this is just a small one. Now you watch that all come together.
Wait, it kind of does it for you. You don't have to stand there and do the scraping.
Yes,
All I
Tam.
have is a hand one, and I have to do it all. See, that's
Maybe
why I
you
don't like to cook.
Maybe
No.
you would
I don't have
cook
the-
more
I don't have
if
the
you
right-
got the proper equipment.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, Tamara.
Yes, I might
So
have
much
to
to
try
learn.
that.
But there's nothing.
There's a little time left.
There's really nothing simpler to make, really. But
That's it. That's it.
That's it. That's all
Okay.
you do.
Gee, I could do that.
Okay, now I'm going to let you girls. I have a little piece of asparagus, I think, in there. Anyway.
Asparagus puffs. We could do those.
Yes, we could do asparagus puffs. Like I said, I make them with the meats and the seafoods and that in, but they're wonderful as a dessert. Just
I think I've had
wonderful.
them more as a
Oh
dessert.
yes, yeah.
Slap some chocolate in there and
yeah.
call it good.
Make a real pudding from scratch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now the trick of this is to spray your spooner.
Oh, here's a tip.
Yep. That'll get it out a lot easier.
Okay.
And then I like to also just spray my board a little bit, or my pan, just because. Okay, Tam, you give it a try.
All right.
And I just make them a nice gob. Now, I've watched Julia take her gun and make really nice ones, but this works out just perfect. They
I
just
do this for all my cookies anymore.
Yeah,
Have
do ya?
the scoops,
The
yeah.
scoops, they're
It's just
wonderful.
It's like a
easier.
watermelon scoop, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
I'll do one more then.
Yep, all different sizes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And what
Nice.
happens?
I'm quite familiar.
All right.
Thank you.
Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a big one and a little one. So.
You bet. And what you do then to go to bake them, you bake them at 450 for 10 minutes, then turn it down to 400 for like 30 minutes. Yeah. And they just become, you know, and you can tell right away that these are good puffs. I have
Mine
had
are slightly better than Tam's.
No, they look wonderful. You did a good job.
All right, come on, Tam, step it up.
two.
Get your
Round
egg, get your egg game going.
Second chance here.
And then after they have baked for like 20 minutes, they'll be nice and
get bigger.
high,
Bigger
and they
puffs.
become hollow. And then you just, you know, cut them off. This is your finished product. And now, I like to leave them out a little bit, and as you can feel, they're a little hard. The reason I like to do that is because if you're going to make your fill your puffs a little ahead of time, your chicken salad's going to make it softer.
You're right.
Yeah.
And I've had them at a party where, not yours, but
Yeah.
other parties where they get soggy.
Yes, yes.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I never like to fill them for a
Yep.
couple hours before at the most.
Sure.
You
Good.
did a
These
great
are
job.
darn good. So this, you know, this is your highlight item, and I think maybe we should take a little break, and then when we come back, we could talk about dessert, and maybe we could have some wine.
Yes, we can.
That sounds good. Join us right here after a little break.
This is a very wonderful chocolate. It's all chocolate, and it's made with coarse chocolate and butter and eggs and a little bit of flour, and then you put them in your little cupcake things or your little
Like mini muffin.
Mini
like
muffins,
molten
thank you.
lava cake or
yeah,
something.
it's on the same order. And then you
Okay.
turn them upside down, and then you make this wonderful chocolate that's made with whipped cream and chocolate and syrup, and you just melt it down and then
But
garnish
it
them
doesn't
with your
sound like
raspberry.
a lot of ingredients.
No, it isn't.
That's
It's just a good chocolate lover.
Right. And
It
every
just
every
is.
table needs a little bit of chocolate.
You
and
bet.
The red raspberry adds a lot.
It does. The raspberry adds so
Beautiful.
much. This is my husband Ray, and he's going to.
Hello, Ray, pourer of the wine.
Okay, that's plenty. There you
How
go.
nice.
Yes, we got to finish
Final
this.
touch
You
to
bet.
many good food items here.
Yeah.
But the dessert is just something nice and simple and sweet, and just a great way to end
have
your
it.
party.
Okay.
Yes. Well, Paulette, this has been wonderful. Thank you
Thank
so much
you.
for sharing so many great ideas. And I'm actually excited about going home and cooking.
Good, good.
I'm
Thank you
actually
very much.
excited about going home and thinking of a simple party to throw
There you
and
go.
getting just some help from a professional like
Good.
you.
Right.
Anytime.
Taking the stress out of it.
That's right. Thank you. That's
Here's
what I
to
try to
keeping
do.
it simple.
Thank you.
It's been a great deal of fun today. Make sure you check out our website, www.metrowoman.tv. Thanks for watching.